Morning, everybody. We got a chilly Tuesday, Halloween morning. Got some frost out there. It's frosty. I just let my dogs outside for a minute. They're out there running. I don't think you can see them, though. They like to be outside, but when it's too cold, let your dogs inside. You know, I get it. Your dog wants to be outside, and he bothers you to be outside, but that doesn't mean he should stay outside all day in the cold. Be kind to your puppies. If you chain them up because you don't have a yard or a fence and you want them outside, don't chain them up all day. Make sure they got water. Bring them back in the house if you can. You got to. Just chaining a dog up to a pole with about a 3-foot chain, it's inhumane. It's wrong. It's my PSA for today. Be nice to your puppies. Your puppies might be all you ever really have that loves you. And you don't even know that. Get a little cloth with your Kizer van. Okay, so this is the Kizer Vanguard. Now, the designer is Rolf helbig. Now, I had the steel wrong. Yesterday I said it had M390 steel. It's got Bowler 690, N690, which I believe is comparable to VG10. Pretty good steel. Medium range kind of steel. Me, I don't think I ever even owned a knife long enough to care what the steel is, to be honest with you. I swear to God, I give knives away every week. As soon as I have one in my hand, and that's the knife I carry that week, is the one I'm giving away. So I only wear it out for a week, and then it goes to somebody else, and they can worry about sharpening it. Not a bad concept, is it? Yeah, you have your knife, you get to enjoy it. You know you're not going to have it for after that week ever again. So you even kind of use it more. You find uses for it. At least I do, so that the people that get the knife from me, they're like, well, you know, this is pre-approved by Dick Ritchie. Yeah, that's what they say to themselves. At least that's what I'd say if I got a knife from Dick Ritchie. All right, now. So what we're going to review right now is Kizer. You know, Kizer's one of my favorite knife brands. It's an incredible brand. They do so good on their fit, their finishes. They use great materials. They have good action. Just really good knives, and they're super affordable. N690 steel is pretty damn good for what I paid for this knife. Now, this is the Kizer helbig. Well, the Vanguard by Rolf helbig. He's the designer. Not real familiar with him. I've heard the name, but I'm not a fanboy. You know what I mean? Now, I would like to meet me some Box Haynes. Or, is that his name? Yeah. Or some Ray Laconico. Yeah, I'd like to meet that guy. But, I don't care if I don't meet him. You know what I'm saying? So I got me 2 slip joints this week. You know I like me some slip joints. Now this is a little bit more modern of a slip joint. Take a look at this puppy. Now this has got red micarta. I don't know what it's got on the pivot. Come here. My camera's acting up. But it's got a pocket clip. It's not really a deep carry pocket clip. It's going to sit and you're going to have a 1/4 inch of the knife sticking out of your pocket. So if you're going to a knife fight and you don't want them to know you got a knife, they're going to know you got a knife. They're going to see a 1/4 inch of this knife sticking out of your pocket. And they're going to say, hey, he's got a knife. We're going to knife fight. Yeah. So if you're trying to be really slick, you want the deep pocket carry. They're still going to see the clip. So I don't get it. I don't understand why it matters. Doesn't matter to me. Let's try it out in my pocket. See if you can see. So this, real nice. Just goes right in there. Now on my slip joints, I really like to have a lanyard on it. Because a lot of times slip joints they're pretty slick. You know, they just... Now this slip joint's kind of strange because look at the spine on that. It's wide open. A lot of times the slip joint will have this in the spring back here. They call it the spring. Will be just all stainless steel or whatever material is they want to put in there. They don't have that liner. They don't have that spacer thing in there. I don't know how I feel about that. And this is tip up. There's a guy out there that does knife reviews. I like a lot. Knives, I guess. Alan Beasley. Good old boy. down in Georgia, I think is where he's from. And he likes when the tip's up. It's a large carry, he calls it. Okay, so this is a nail nick. It's got bowler end 690 steel. You know, I'm sure I don't know what's in the pivot. Who knows? But let's check it out. Now, real quick, it's got a bottom spacer, Micarta bottom spacer, and it sticks out up here. And it's got jimping on it. I feel that that's laziness. I'm going to criticize Kizer today, I think, on that part. And I'm going to criticize him for putting a clip on a slip joint. This should have a lanyard hole. It should at least have that option of a lanyard. So what I think I might do, I might mess with this. And I might take the spacer out. But that's really fine tuning right there for me. I might mess that sucker up. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But whatever. Okay, so slip joint. So let's check the walk and the talk. You know, the walk and the talk is the noises the knife makes when you open it and close it. Okay, so it's got a little grab right there. Nice little detent, whatever you want to call that. It's got a detent ball somewhere in the pivot area. No stop. A lot of times these slip joints will like that. No stop on this. Okay. Walk and talk is suspicious. I like that. That's nice. And that's okay. Come back to me, baby. Come on back to daddy. All right, there we go. The camera's acting up, you know, whatever. So, little click there. No stop. Little click there. Let's get a piece of paper. Let's see what N690 does out of the box. Slicey dicey. Alright, so it's going to slice. It's going to slice. Okay, so I'm going to have to check something out. I think this is just called straight back. Just a straight back. It's got a really nice grind on it. I like the grind. I like it. I like my slip joints to have compound grinds. So it would have been cool if they put it like a swedge up here. But this is nice. This is probably going to go into the satchel, and I'm probably going to carry it a little bit. I don't know though. This was $30 on sale, regularly like $60 some. That's a good deal. It's a real good deal. You're getting a Kizer for $30. Under $30, you're getting a Kizer. Nice little Kizer. Great little pocket knife. Really feels good. I like it. It's not too small. It'll do. It'll do. So let's go set this over here. Right there. We'll put that right there. All right. So next. So I got the Bear & Son Balisong butterfly knife. One of those. I'm going to just review that separate. Now, the reason because that knife's just screaming, play with me, and criticize me. It needs criticism. Okay, so this is the decibel. Put that right there. Kershaw decibel. All right, so I bought 2 Kershaws. I like Kershaw knives. I like my history I've had with Kershaws. I get it. They sell a lot of crap sometimes, and they're out there flooding the commodity market a good bit, but it is what it be. All right, so this is a cool looking knife. The decibel. So it's got like a little bow tie looking bottom on there. It's got a nice probably anodized aluminum spacer that's blue. It's got this blue pivot. That's like the focus of the pivot. Now this is a frame lock knife. Look, so it's got the frame lock. It's got this fat clip. Let's check this clip out. Now this is not a deep pocket if you ask me, once again. Okay, the pocket clip's pretty tight. So what I'll do sometimes is bend it up, and then I always end up bending it up too far. So, be careful when you do that, kids. All right, let's check her out. Now, the thumb stud does not want to cooperate. Look at that sheep's foot blade. Now, this is HCR steel. All right. This is a cool looking little knife. Here's my puppy. Are you cold? You cold? Come on in. Come on. Let my dogs in. All right, something's got to give here on the stiffness. Man, I can't break this. I literally can't thumb stud this open. You have to pinch grip it to open it. There's no action whatsoever. Now this knife was $22. HCR steel. I still like it though. Look at that. This is going to be a good giveaway. It is. I really am upset with the zero action I get off of it. If this had good action, this would be a really cool knife. It says no action whatsoever. I mean, I can't even open it with a thumb stud. That's stupid. The decibel's a cool looking knife. It hit some spots, man, but it just, this is the knife I think is really neat. Okay, this is the platform. HCR steel. It's a slip joint. All right. But it has this ripple material. Ripple. They're calling this ripple. I think it's GFN, the material. And it's got the aluminum on the backside. And it's a slip joint. HCR steel. Really thick blade. Look at that thick blade material. Walk and talk. No stop. Okay. So this doesn't have a pocket clip. Doesn't have a laner. So this just goes in your pocket. Or a slip. Doesn't come with the slip. So now you have to buy a slip. But fingernail clippers. Spring-loaded fingernail clippers. Now this thing is like a cuticle and a file. And it stays up like that. So you got to push this down to do your filing and your cuticling. This stays right there. It's in your way. I'm going to clip my fingernails. You ready? I'm kind of nervous. Okay, you got to hold it like this. That thing's... Okay. So the fingernail clippers work. They're sharp. You got this thing that's poking you in your finger while you're trying to do it. So you got to work on a grip. You're going to have to get a good grip on it. Very gimmicky. See, that's the other fingernail. I got dirt under it too because I'm a worker. Fergus, you want to go outside? I hear you. Go back out. Go in and out, in and out. That's all they do. That door goes to maybe 2 acres. 2 acres fenced in. That's the where my wife throws the balls with the dogs. And then they have an acre, probably an acre over there fenced in. And that's where they just every day. It's connected to the house, fenced in. So they're out there most of the day in the summertime, wintertime, in and out. Okay, the platform, slip joint, 8CR. Drop point. They called it a Warncliffe. I don't think it's a Warncliffe because it's bellying up and it's dropping down. It's kind of a Warncliffe. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's got a good edge. 8CR, so you'll have to sharpen it on occasion. You know, I prefer 9CR, but this is $42. Don't buy it. It's not good for just using for fingernail clippers because it's kind of clunky and it's got that thing that sticks out and makes me a little nervous. But look at the end of that. They really compact tight. I don't know why they don't make fingernail clippers this thin. Why not? If they can do it on the knife, why can't they do it in general? I like the Ripple GFN. I think it looks pretty sharp. It's got like, it says a bead blast on the blade. It looks like a stonewash to me. It's Kershaw just sometimes they don't hit the mark or they overshoot the mark. I don't know. Kershaw's whatever. Okay. So there's those 3 knives. $28. Definitely buy this Kizer slip joint. Definitely buy this one for $28. Any more? Maybe not. Let me put that in my pocket. Okay, the decibel. Now this knife is cool. Should have been a slip joint, if you ask me. Look, it's hollow through there too. Look, you can see my face. All right, should have been a slip joint, if you ask me. And then you wouldn't have to worry about the fact that it has terrible action or the thumb studs are too high or something. Because if the thumb studs were a little bit lower, I don't know. I have to mess with it, I think. But it is not centered up perfect. So maybe I'll mess with that pivot. Hopefully if I loosen the pivot, which it looks like it has a T8 actually. It's probably a T6 though. I gotta mess with that. $22. I would probably buy this for $22, but probably not. The platform. This knife could have been better. Well, I don't know though, but for $42, 8CR, no way. Buy a Sencut. Buy a Civivi. There's great deals on Civivis out there with bearings and blah, 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 blah. And you don't need fingernail clippers on your knife, although that is kind of convenient. But there's no pocket clip or anything. They should have put a pocket clip over here. At least a lanyard hole. There's not even a lanyard hole. Nothing. Pretty chunky blade. I like the blade style. I like it a lot. I like the feel in the hand. Odd sharpening choil. It kind of goes into the shoulder right there. Whatever you call that. Don't buy that. $42 is way too much for that. $22 might be too much for this. Kizer's the prize on this one. Now I spent, plus I got the Baron Sun Bow Song, $124. That included shipping and taxes, delivered to my house, and I got them quick from Blade HQ. Good job, Blade HQ. You just got a plus sign in your thing there because you got a lot of minuses for me. Shipping's always been a problem because a lot of times in their warehouse, I think they just really drag their feet on throwing a knife in a box and getting it out USPS. Oh well. But that's it for that. That's all you get. I'm going to be putting out 2 videos today. You're going to see this video today, and you're going to see carving of a pumpkin. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I am the Great Pumpkin. Happy Halloween, everybody. Maybe I'll do something later. I don't know. I don't have any plans today. It's Halloween. I'm just going to kind of do my thing. Do the do.